right, welcome, everybody. How's everybody today? I'm still trying to set this live thing up, get familiar with it. Says at 7, but I think I put up there at 11. So okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, this is Mo Money Terry. Pick 3 at a glance. Home of no tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, flips, multiple different rundowns that you have to learn. What I'm doing here today is I'm going through the procedure that I do each month when I set up my Pick-3 at a glance sheets. It's going to be a short live. I know this is Saturday and everybody has things to do. So what we're going to do here, I'm just going to go through the sheets. How I get them prepared. Like this is the 1st of June. This here is May. May is over with. So basically what I do, I go back over the sheet and verify that everything is correct. The numbers that came in on what columns, and make sure the numbers are correct from the column, the straights from 1 to 12 columns, and I make sure that all the data here is right. I make sure this here matches up with my sheet so I can transfer it over to the next month correctly. And this is Illinois evening draw. I verify the pairs, make sure that I have them correct, the single digits, and I verify my front pair and back pair sheet to make sure that they're correct. To make sure that I did all this numbering correct here. Once I do that, then I have my June sheet here that I'm getting ready to transfer the information from May over to the June sheet. Okay? And what I would be looking for, any columns that no numbers fall off of, I would mark it or highlight those columns that did not fall at all. So I know the last time a column fell each month, I know if anything came off that column or not. Let's say what column we got here for May, nothing fell off of. Okay. Here, I'm still kind of struggling with my eyesight, so I'm pretty sure here. But, if you're in Illinois, you've been following me every day, you got the idea. Or if you're in your own state and you've been following me, you just want to re-verify that your columns that nothing come off of, you want to transfer that information so you'll know. Okay, like column 5 here, nothing hit off of it, so I would probably just put a check mark or a little green mark there. Column 5, nothing fell off of. Then here, column 6, nothing come off column 6. I'd mark a little dot there. Okay, something came off 7. Look like nothing came off 8. I'm putting a little mark here for 8. Nothing came off column 8 for May. 9, okay, 9 hit. 10 hit. 11. Nothing off column 11. and column 12 hit. That's on the singles. So now I know that nothing hit off this column in May. So let's say when I transferred this data over to June, I know that none of these numbers hit in May. Okay, off of those columns. And I do the pairs the same way. I go and see what pairs didn't hit. Now everything here in red. Hi, Scott. Everything here in red. Welcome, everybody. If you have any questions on this, why I'm doing this, then I'm going to do a Q&A at the end of the video of the live, okay? So anything here in red didn't fall in April, but the double fives fell in April. And the 56 hit this month. And the 59 hit. But we still have the 99 that hadn't hit, so we know that's going on at least 60 days. And the 33 didn't hit. Anything that's not marked or circled didn't hit. Okay. And now we know it's going on 60 days. So that's when I start focusing in on any numbers that I know had a 60-day run and didn't hit. Because more likely with the law average, they will hit. And how I use them. And also what I'm looking for numbers that don't hit, like here, like the double zeros, the 02, the 03. You see this 05 didn't hit in April. See, 60 days. I'm looking at how I'll possibly be using those numbers. Okay. Then I'm looking for mirrors of the number. Like this 4499 is mirror. So I'm pretty sure in June, one of these doubles should drop. And if they don't, I'm keeping my eye on them because time is on your side. If it goes a 90-day without hitting, when I hit, I'm definitely going to pick those up, the double fours and double nines, because they mirror each other. I also look for any pairs that haven't played and it's opposite of the mirror, which is let's just say just pick one. Say this 3-4 don't play and this 8-9 don't play. They mirror each other. Then I'll be looking for them, how I'm going to use them, because by law average, one of the two normally comes out that following month. Okay? I always look for the mirrors of the pairs. That's what makes this unique. Also, I do the same thing on the single digits here, where I made 3 columns from 0 to 9 to see how, when the PICK-3 number come out, what position those individual numbers hit in. And I look for anything that's not circled, I transfer over to June. Also, knowing which numbers haven't hit in 2 months, I transfer over here to this sheet, the new sheet. So I always know what's going on with those numbers at all times. At a glance, I'll know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to use those numbers. I can do a skill set and I can strategize how I'm going to use them, working with the law average. Now here, I think the only number that didn't hit was the 3 in the center. Usually if it's only a number in the center, I usually don't really mess with it too much, because to win, I'd probably have to guess on which side I'd play that number, or if it's on the front pair or the back pair. Unless I'm playing a number with a 3, I'm going to make sure that I'm playing in the middle. If I'm playing 303, I'll make sure that I'll play it as 033. Also, because I want to put that 3 in the middle if I know that 3 ain't hit in the middle. Wait a minute, 3 did hit in the middle here. But for example, let's see. Let me see, I think all of them hit. This month I was looking back at it. I go back and retract, make sure I'm marking off everything correctly. And I did say that this 3-3 didn't hit on the front, but they did. They did hit on the front. So now, depending on, they only hit once each, but once they hit, I just kind of scrap them and start over from the beginning on them. That's how I do that. I always, if everything hit, I'll just start over from the beginning. If it hasn't hit, then that's when I'll focus on it by the law average of when I'm thinking it's going to come out. Okay? But all this month, everything hit. This was a weird month for some reason over here in Illinois. It just, the numbers were falling. They still falling kind of funny because we got a lot of O's, this 00, 02, 03, but this 05 didn't fall in April. I'm pretty sure, but double check in Illinois, and this 09, well, this 09 didn't fall for May. Then we got this 12, 13, 14 group period that didn't fall for May. Pair. Well, and this 33 hasn't failed from April, and that's going on 60 days. When it gets to 60 days, I start really watching and looking at what's going on, because when it gets to 90, that's when I know I'm going to pick it up to play when I play. Okay? And we had that 896 to fall yesterday evening draw. And then here, from this sheet, I go to the front pair, back pair pretty much. And this front pair, back pair is a yearly sheet. And make sure everything is straight on it, that is caught up. And so at the end of the year, or toward the end of the year, I'll know what front pair and back pairs ain't failed, or the last 3 months of the year. I got an idea how I would play them. Really, I'll be looking, hope that don't know what doubles on the front and back don't play, and hopefully ain't no triples played. Then I start lining myself up to start playing triples around November and December. But we already had in Illinois where we didn't had, for evenings, we had the 777s to just fall 5 months into the year. And then we only had one a false triple to play with the 616, which played on the 1st of January on the evening draw. So column 5 here on the doubles, I do the same on the doubles. I look to see what columns ain't hit. Like column 5 here ain't failed now, you can practically say, for 5 months. And that's column 5 is all of false triples right here. So I highlight that. Let's see what else column on the doubles didn't fall. You're gonna find more. Let's see, out of the 10 columns. I got to double check here though. You have column 1, nothing fell off of. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check here. Column 2. Man. All right with this. Column 3, nothing fell off of. Yeah. Column 4, something hit off it. Like I say, nothing off column 5. The 777s came off column 6. It hit for May. Column 7. Nothing hit off of it. Column 8. It's, like I say, this is a weird month, the way these numbers are hitting. I can just feel it. They ain't hitting right. Column 9, something hit it off of 9, and something hit off of 10. Now, what I would look at here, going into May, one of these two columns should hit. When I transfer over and highlighting them, and transfer it over to the new sheet, one of these columns should hit. One of these, I'm looking at one of these to hit. If they don't, if they go over 60 days and don't hit, I'm definitely going to play them in that third month. I'm looking at pulling those doubles instead of trying to play all 270 doubles and try to figure out which one out of 270 might hit. Because I got them lined up here. You got 30 numbers you're looking at on each column, and two columns here, 60 numbers that you know are the doubles ain't hit, pretty much that mirror each other, that haven't hit. Because all these numbers mirror each other. And if you don't really understand what mirroring is, go to my previous videos, and I explain mirroring. And that's valuable to know, because you're working with the law of average. Like, you got each column mirrors each other, like the 033 and the 003, the 002, the 022, the 001, 011. Each one of these columns all mirror each other. Even like the triples, all the triples mirror each other on the column. You know, triples can't help but mirror each other. And that's the value of this. Everything is in order. OPPB, like I said, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, be smart, play smart. All right. Then here again, and I just transfer the data over to the new sheet in an organized manner where, you know, it makes sense to me to know what's going on with the numbers, and at a glance I can figure out how I'm going to play my numbers when I hit, and make it my pool of numbers. Okay, we got any questions, anybody, on the sheet? Let's see what we got here. I just wanted to demonstrate that to everybody, how to carry all your data over from sheet to sheet, or however you get your data. But like I say, when you got everything organized on a sheet, you can make notations and things like that. So I'll probably be doing, this is a weekend. I know everybody's busy on the weekends. I know things are slow on YouTube pretty much on the weekends. I can see by the activity on YouTube. If you have any questions, put them in the comments or email me at momoneyterry@gmail.com. money, MONEY, Terry@gmail.com, TERRY, small caps. I only thing that's sticking out to me is, I don't know, was like I say, it's been 5 months for sure here in Illinois that nothing's come off that 05. I mean, not saying you can't say that it's really, really unusual, because it's a double. And I know that in a year's time, with triples, you're only going to get 3 out of a year. It's probably the same thing with doubles. So for one number to come off that roll of 10, it could possibly go a year. See what I'm saying? But normally on doubles, you get a little bit better average than you would with triples. So, but every chance I get, I play that column. That's all I can say. 50-cent box or straight box, pretty much straight box, because pretty much if a column ain't hit like that in a year, it will become, most of them will come exact, or getting close to a year, it will come exact. What I mean by exact, just the way it is on the column here. They'll come exact, like the triples here. See, why people like play a lot of triples, because they think they're easy to hit, but they're really not. Um, it's just that they win on them because they come exact, and there's only one way you can play them, just like any of the other numbers. If you played, it doesn't matter. If you played all these exact for a whole year, the average you would get is 3 of them to come just like they are on the column. And that's why people like playing triples, because there's no thinking about them being exact. You already know they're going to be exact. And a lot of people like to play all these 50 cents straight. And then, like I say, you don't never know when they're going to come out. That's why I always wait till the end of the year to play triples. I don't play triples all year. I wait till the end of the year. I figure if none come out, and it's 12 months, and I didn't track, I'm pretty much know what triples I'm going to play, instead of having to play all 10 of them every time I play. Now with column 5, I would definitely, the first number was the 661. It came 616. I would definitely play a little heavy on that, because usually they'll bring that first number that came out back, that anything hadn't fell off of. That's usually how I play. When I see a number ain't played, and it's the first number that came out and the column ain't played, I play that first number is the one I play right back at them and win like that. It's working with the law average, pretty much. Let's see. But column 5 is in Missouri. I think it's been about maybe 6-7 months since it's hit in Missouri. But like I said, 10 months ain't it working with 1 in 1,000 odds. 365 days out of the year, you're going to get 3 out of 10 exact, pretty much all year. That's why I say play them till they come make their money, y'all, and track them and see what's going on with the actual 1,000 numbers in your state. Tracking even with the law average is a low average, but at least you can track the 1,000 numbers, see what they're doing, and see how the average is working in your favor, and how it adds value to the combination of the numbers that you tend to play. And see what the front pair, back pair, single digit, and the actual columns on the numbers, the 12 singles and the 10 doubles are doing. You're just not gonna get that with the tic-tac-toe. No other to me strategy that's going to come close to tracking all 1,000 numbers. So that's what I wanted to share with everybody today. It's just how I transferring the data. Like this is now June. I'll start off with all the general information I need. I'll know what columns didn't hit. Then I also know what numbers didn't hit off of those columns. And usually what I'll do is around the middle of the year, I take one of these sheets and make an index sheet, and I'll go back from January to now, highlight everything that came in off of each column, so I'll know at a glance what numbers didn't fall off that column. Like I'm in June here, and I want to check something off of June. I'll go to the index sheet and see what numbers haven't fell off of any column in June. I hope I'm making that as clear as I can. But once you start doing it, a lot of people is catching. I do counseling and on the phone with everybody, and they seem to be getting real well once I explain it to them on the phone. So I don't think it's an issue. Once you're actually doing it, I mean, if you're doing it, you're doing it. And if you're not, you're going to get the results of not getting it. And like I tell most people, you come out, just go get you some quick picks and don't go through this. But this here helps you hit the numbers exact. And I think that's what we're all looking for, is trying to hit these numbers exact. Boxes play okay, but they don't play like when you hit the numbers exact. They just don't play like that. And then with the wild ball and the fireball thing here, I think, like I said, I think they pulling these numbers from 10,000 numbers and making it look like it's only pick three. That's what I'm feeling here. Because, like I said, I'm not saying how these numbers line up. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. I ain't saying they doing it or not, but to me, with this electronic draw, all of them doing electronic draw and then using the cartoon website to show the balls. So if they was just doing that with just 1,000 numbers, then the law average would work more prevalently, so you could see it. But if they doing it electronically with 10,000 numbers and just using that whatever that pick four is, making it the wild ball, they still pulling from 10,000 numbers, which is going to make the law average be 3%. See what I'm saying? To me, that's my train of thinking. Because all of them are doing electronic draw, but then they pull everything up, use the cartoon website to tell you what numbers that came in. You don't actually see how they pulling, coming about getting their numbers. And if they're using that electronic draw, all they got to do is just say, hey, throw in 10,000 numbers and pull four numbers and just make one of them the wild ball. So you see what I'm saying? That's so it's 10,000 numbers now instead of the 1,000. Same thing with the pick five or the pick four. They add another ball to it. It's 100,000 numbers. If they pulling out 100,000, and they can do that with the computers. They can do that, and you're still thinking you're playing pick three, but you're really playing pick four. So that's my theory. I'm still checking it out because I hadn't been exposed to this fireball wild ball thing until Missouri got it. Illinois had it for 10 years. And I had, so it must have been that long since I played in Illinois. Because I didn't need to. I didn't need to play in Illinois. I was doing everything I need to do in Missouri. I used to be running back and forth across that water. I used to run back and forth to Illinois, because for me, Illinois ain't no but a 20-minute drive from where I live at to come over here and play and then drive back home and play. A lot of people did that for years, but and then they added, and so that's my theory. So you're gonna have to when you tracking, you'll see because that 896 was to me an oddball number to fall on the last night. Okay. So if any questions, anybody got any questions on here, let me know. Okay. But that's pretty much how it works. Or just transfer the data over to the new sheets. And that way, at a glance, you know what column is filled. The last time the column filled, you know, the last time the numbers fell on each column. And you know, if a column ain't played in 90 days, you know it. And those are the columns and the numbers you're looking at. And you're looking at the mirrors on each column to see what mirrors then fail and not fail. And you're looking at playing those mirrors. Simple strategy. And I don't care what tic-tac-toe date sum or whatever you're using. If you're not using I call them a premium strategy, a premium technique of tracking all 1,000 numbers, you're just not going to. Well, I know I wasn't getting results. I don't know about nobody else. Okay, so play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. If you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the Lucky Town. And OPPB. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent. Stick with a budget. Be smart, play smart. Everybody enjoy your weekend.